So I'm a 4-time sepsis survivor. I had a splenectomy where my spleen was removed when I was 17, and that left me prone to infections. So unfortunately, I've had sepsis 4 times since then. 2 times I've been in septic shock. Most recently, I was in a coma in 2017, where I had less than a 10% chance of survival. But thanks to my great care here at Hamilton General Hospital, I was able to pull through.
So sepsis is life-threatening organ dysfunction due to an infection. It affects anybody at any age, but certain groups are more prone to it. The very young, the very old, and people with underlying health conditions.
I felt like there was kind of a purpose from all of the suffering that I endured through most of my adult life. So I ended up in the Sepsis Canada training program when I met Dr. Alison Fox-Robichaud back in 2018, I believe. So I started working with her on some co-design sepsis projects. And then this new Sepsis Canada lifting training program became available, and she recommended that I take it. And so I was the first cohort to sign up, and I wasn't really sure what I was signing up for, to be honest. I knew it had to do with research, but wasn't entirely sure what it entailed because it was a new program. And turns out that I loved it.
To be a patient researcher, or as I call them a patient scientist, first of all, lived experience with whatever condition. In our case, it's sepsis, and then a willingness to go on an adventure. We've combined it with a second grant that we got from CIHR called LIFTING, which stands for life-threatening illness. So sepsis is one life-threatening illness, but we've taken others with critical care experiences as well. It's a continuing education program at McMaster. They learn everything from how to run a systematic review or a scoping review, such as Barbara, how to be involved in a clinical trial, how to do population research.
So a scoping review is where we do an overall general review at what literature is out there on a particular topic. So right now we're looking at sepsis education in elementary and secondary school, so grade 1 to 12. I think the goal is to design some kind of intervention that will be applicable so that, grades 1 to 12, there will be more knowledge available on infections, sepsis, maybe what to look for, signs and symptoms to prevent people from getting really sick and ending up in hospital. I think the goal is to really keep people healthy. I would recommend the Sepsis Canada lifting training program to anyone that has any type of lived experience with sepsis. I know that we're still looking for people to enter the program. Again, I was the first year that graduated. I learned so much within my 2 years. So for anyone that's interested in applying or has experience with sepsis or has maybe cared for a loved one with sepsis, I think it would be a great program to apply to.